for me. Can't you see how happy we would be?
You could raise a family, a boy like us, a girl like me.
Can't you see how happy we would be?
I wasn't waving, I was drawing my nail varnish.
Uh-oh, Sports Day programme.
Oh, how exciting.
They're 20 pence each.
No thanks.
You've got to have one, and there are 20 other ones you've got to sell for school funds.
Why me?
Because I said you frighten people, it's fine. I like Sports Day.
Why? Because you get a day off lessons?
No, because it's school holidays next week.
Is it?
6 weeks.
Well, I've only just got rid of it. Sometimes only just begun.
It's gone quickly, hasn't it?
Remember when we were woken every morning by the alarm clock?
We used to think that was noisy. Now we know better.
Is it an earthquake?
Or a yeti.
A bit of both, actually.
I'm practising for school Sports Day.
Practice somewhere else.
I did, but Georgia said if I didn't get out of her room, she'd bash me till my skin fell off.
That is nothing to what'll happen if you stay here.
I'm going to try it down the stairs.
No!
Where's my pillowcase?
Your brother is wearing it.
He stole it when I went to the bathroom.
I only borrowed it for trading purposes. Can I have it back now?
I don't want it now. Your feet have been in.
All right, out, both of you.
I second that.
Tell him he can't take my pillowcase there.
Out!
And after we'd been trilled awake by the alarm clock, we had a cup of tea and a leisurely read of the paper before even speaking.
I miss those days.
I second that.
I am trying to get some sleep.
So am I.
Can't you control those two?
Short of locking them in their bedroom, no.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, I'm sorry, you'll have to come back later. How do I know how many yards of sand and cement Tom needs? What a ridiculous question. Where is Tom?
Hiding from you, I expect, like the rest of us.
Tom's awfully late. Did he say anything to you?
No, why should he?
Well, I just thought that you often come in together.
Once or twice we did.
Oh, more than once or twice, Liz.
Well, not at the moment.
Fine, okay.
He's changed, Mrs. Prentice.
Has he?
He used to be a typical fun-loving, devil-may-care Sagittarian. Now he's behaving more like a Virgo.
And how does a Virgo behave?
Careful, quiet, not the party-going type. He used to go out to clubs or maybe a good film. And now all he wants to do is come round to my place and watch television. It's typical Virgo behaviour.
Perhaps he just likes being with you.
Oh, I don't think so. He's always tired. Falls asleep in the chair. Often he stays the night. In the chair.
Oh, of course.
He's gone off me, that's what it is. Doesn't like being seen with me in public.
Sorry I'm late, Mrs. Prentice. The van packed up on me.
Not the best morning to be late, Tom. The sand and cement arrived. I had no idea how much you needed, so I sent them away.
Sorry, I'll go and call them back.
You see? He completely ignored me.
Liz, his mind is on sand and cement.
Oh, please don't make excuses for him, Mrs. Prentice. I can recognise early signs of waning passion.
Can you?
He no longer smiles when he sees me. He's got a short fuse, and he doesn't bring me flowers anymore.
Claire Rayner?
It was in Cosmopolitan in the dentist. I've even tried creating a romantic atmosphere. I put a tea towel round the lampshade, but he just said it was too dark to see his sausages. I don't know what he wants.
Every man is searching for the relationship he had with his mother.
Claire again.
Sigmund Freud.
Who does she write for?
No, she's beautiful. P1800 ES Sports hatchback. I've got some pictures if you're interested.
I certainly am. Oh, I'm making some tea. Do you want some?
Oh, no thanks. Shall I see you tonight?
No, I've got to see Bloke about some work.
I see.
I knew as soon as I saw her that I wanted her.
Oh, I can see why. She's gorgeous.
Just one look and I fell in love.
I quite fancy her myself.
There were lots of other people after her, but I knew she was going to be mine.
Well, she's certainly an unusual model.
Yeah, I have to keep her out of Maggie's way. She doesn't understand how I feel about her.
Oh, Liz, is Mr. Prentice in the kitchen?
Prentice?
My husband, remember? Never mind.
Here's one I took from behind, which is how I first saw her.
You're not boring Tom with your photos, are you?
He's interested. He thinks she's beautiful.
It's a car, Andrew. Anyone would think it was a woman.
Right, come on then.
Come on where?
Run round the park.
Why?
training for sports day. We can jog to the park, and then you can do circuits, and I can wait outside in the...
But I'm not doing sports day.
And I don't need any training.
Yes, you do. Everybody does. You agreed.
When?
This morning over breakfast, remember?
No.
We were talking about that sprinter who got injured because of inadequate preparation.
He was training for the last Olympics.
And Jake said he didn't want to get injured, so I said we all go running.
Sometime. You said sometime.
To help Jake training, and you said you'd come too.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said you liked running.
Yes, so?
That was a yes.
Yes, I like running, but I don't want to go now. Bring heels on.
You'd rather stay in and watch television when you could be sprinting round the park on a lovely evening.
Of course.
Shush! I'm trying to watch this.
Well, we'll go tomorrow then, shall we? Dear, dear. Well, that was a waste of time.
What was?
Well, I was going to take them running, but they don't want to go.
Well, of course not. Grind jelly's on.
They're really in the mood as well.
Were you?
Seems a shame not to go, doesn't it?
Go where?
Run around the block.
Are you serious?
Well, why not? Lovely evening, and take it easy.
Fine, okay.
Right, see you later then.
You'll be what, about 15 minutes?
Well, yes, and... Well, unless I decide to go the scenic route.
Does the scenic route take you running past the lamb and flag?
Well, I may slow down to a stroll about there.
I thought you might.
Not to have a drink.
Oh, perish the thought.
No, there's a regular there who used to hurdle for Essex, and I thought he might give a few tips to Jake.
You're going to ask a champion hurdler about Jake's under-10 sack race.
Well, it would be a general sporting discussion, but I'll bring the subject up.
You'll probably have to buy him a drink.
If you say so.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm not, am I, Gran?
Don't call me Gran. You're not what?
Georgia said I was a swan once. He came up through the toilet.
That's just George's idea of breakfast small talk.
Anyway, I can't be a swan monster. I don't like water.
You mean you don't like washing?
Oh, Georgia, why do you have to go and upset everybody?
You upset everybody all the time. I only upset them when you're busy.
You get on upstairs, Liz. I'll do the breakfast things. Liz? What is it? Is it Tom? It is Tom, isn't it? What's he done now?
It's not Tom, actually. It's Georgia.
Georgia?
She only said something.
Don't tell me. I can imagine. She upsets everybody. Georgia?
What?
Come here this instant. First you upset Jake, now you've upset Liz.
Have I?
What did you say? And I want the truth.
The truth.
Yes. What have you said to put her in such a state?
I told her the story of Romeo and Juliet.
Very funny. I said the truth.
She did. Isn't it sad? I mean, I knew about the balcony and things not working out between them, and I knew they died in the end. But their families! Those Montagues and Capulets! I mean, all that fighting, it was their fault with their feuds. Why didn't they talk it over? Hadn't they heard of family therapy counselling sessions?
I honestly don't think they had.
Well, it wouldn't happen now with 0800 numbers.
What are you waiting for?
An apology?
Mrs. Prentice, I've just got to nip up to the builder's yard. Can I ask you not to go in the garage, because the floor's still a bit wet?
Oh, yes, of course.
See you.
Tom, Liz is upset.
What about?
Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet? Well, nothing to do with me.
That's what they all said.
Oh, I've finished watching that now, have I?
I don't think they're getting on terribly well together.
Well, I'm not surprised. You just pushed her off the train.
I mean, Tom and Liz.
Well, maybe she keeps turning off the TV when he's watching a film.
She thinks he's lost interest.
In what way?
Well, he doesn't smile at her anymore when he sees her. He never brings her flowers, and when he goes over to her house, he falls asleep in the chair.
Sounds perfectly normal to me.
Yes, but they're not married.
Really? You're taking an unusually keen interest in this relationship.
Yes, I am.
Well, why? Liz is your cleaner. She's not your best friend. You hardly exchanged 2 words with her before the invasion.
I didn't need her so much then. But do you know the school holidays start next week?
Yes, I do.
Well, then why didn't you remind me?
Well, I thought the longer you remained in blissful ignorance, the better.
They'll be here all day, sitting on furniture. The television will be on at dawn, and the whole place will smell of crisps and socks.
Something to look forward to?
I'm going to need Liz to do a few extra hours. Can we afford it?
Probably not.
Well, we'll have to find the money. I want to keep her happy. Last time she got upset, she walked out for 4 days. I can't let that happen again.
So you've become an agony aunt, have you?
I am prepared to do my bit to smooth things over. I might have a word with Tom tomorrow.
And what will you say? Don't upset my cleaner, or I may have to do the ironing?
I'll ask him about his plans.
And what if they include marrying Liz?
Well, I shall just start with how long he expects this job to last. He is taking a long time over that garage, isn't he?
Well, I don't know. How long is a garage conversion supposed to take?
Well, not as long as this.
Oh, that's your considered opinion, is it? With your extensive knowledge of building practices?
I wonder if he's stringing things out to be near Liz.
Well, even if he is, there's not much we can do about it. It's a fixed-price job. He's already letting us pay for it in instalment. Hardly ask him to hurry up, can we?
Do you know what he's doing out there?
Mixing concrete, plastering walls, I imagine.
Have you been out there lately?
Well, how can I? There are always sheets up, wet cement. Why, do you think he's slacking?
Oh, no, I don't really.
Well, let's just go and see what he's been up to.
Well, he said not to go in because the floor's wet.
Well, bound to be dry by now.
Put the light on.
Let me dark. The electricity's off. I'll use this.
Oh, it's very extensive for an extension. Boy, I was watching that.
You'll be wanting rent?
If you intend making a habit of it.
Look, I'm really, really sorry. I just had nowhere else to go. I had to leave the flat in a bit of a hurry.
Well, surely your landlord should have offered you a month's notice.
Well, I wasn't actually a landlord.
From a management company?
My ex-girlfriend's mother. She used to be a wrestler. When she found out I was seeing Liz, she got me in an arm lock and threw me down the stairs onto the pavement. 2 falls and a submission. And my clothes followed out the window.
It's a different world.
I just didn't have the money to stay in a hotel.
Why didn't you go to Liz?
Are you kidding? She thinks I'm trouble enough as it is. And her old man was always messing her about, from what she tells me. I don't think she fancied me on the doorstep. Besides, our relationship is at a delicate stage. So she tells me. And it wasn't very easy to explain the situation. I mean, she's not a tolerant woman, Liz.
Well, pleased as we are to have you as a house guest, you can't sleep in that garage, Tom.
And we're not exactly over-endowed with spare beds, as you know.
I know. I was just desperate. Things haven't been that great lately.
For all of us.
Funny, isn't it? A couple of months ago, everything was going really well.
You're talking about my life.
Mobile phone, string of regular
And
clients.
then you came to work here.
Oh, no, I don't regret that, Mr. Prentice. It's just...
It's just that we're not paying you a decent wage.
It's all right.
No, it isn't. No, you put yourself out of pocket for us. You agreed to do this job much too cheaply.
And now you're in a mess?
Well, I never was much of a businessman, but it'd be all right. I've been doing some extra labouring jobs during the light evenings and the weekends.
No wonder you fell asleep in front of Liz's television. She thinks you've gone off her.
I haven't had the energy to take her out. All the money. Things just got a bit on top of me, I suppose.
Yes, well, all that's going to change. You're going to be properly paid for this job. You can spend the night on the sofa, but first I think you ought to go upstairs and have a nice hot bath.
Well, while you're up there, would you look at the shower? It's been playing.
Of course I will. Thanks.
With what?
What are you talking about?
You said Tom was going to be properly paid. With what?
Oh, we must have something we don't want we could sell.
Georgia. No, we wouldn't get any money for her.
Well, there's nothing else then.
There is your precious car.
And it is precious to me.
It is also extremely valuable, and it's just sitting in Hugh's garage rotting away.
It's not rotting, it's appreciating. It's a classic car. I'd never be able to replace it. Haven't I given up enough?
What about me? I've given up everything. I can't even afford to go to the gym anymore. I can't have holidays. My clothes are falling apart, and you want to hang on to your toy.
Oh.
We need the money. You have a realizable asset. It's simple. Sell it.
You're talking about this in purely practical terms. It's an emotional decision for me to part with her.
Well, while you are struggling with your emotions, our bills are mounting.
You think I'm being selfish?
Yes, I do. But I do understand why you want to keep it.
Her.
It's your link with our carefree days. Well, those days are gone for at least 10 years.
Yes, but in 10 years' time, we won't recognise Carefree if it jumps up and knocks over our Zimmer frame.
Look, it's your car. I'll leave you to think about her.
What's this?
Oh, last quarter's gas bill.
What are you doing here?
We asked for volunteers to steward the junior school sports day. It meant missing double physics.
Oh, dear.
But I was willing to make the sacrifice. It's a joke.
So it is.
Right, well, I think we're in the dress circle.
Can we order drinks for the interval?
What are you talking about?
It's a joke.
Why?
Never mind.
I was egg and spoon champion at my school.
What did you do? Stick the egg to the spoon with chewing gum?
Certainly not. Toffee. Do you know what's depressing?
Just about everything, though.
This is likely to be the highlight of our social calendar this year.
Oh, I was about looking forward to it.
That's even more depressing.
Shush, shush, shush. They're about to announce the winner of the egg and spoon race. I care, you see.
This is very worrying.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the winner of the egg and spoon final is Sigourney Smith. Yes, it is, Mr. Tension. No, I'm afraid Clinton was second. We have no photographic equipment. Second is very good. Who's first? not for that. I'm sure Clinton will make up for it in the obstacle race. Ladies and gentlemen, now perhaps the little ones could gather for the sack race.
Oh, I'd rather have the headmaster versus Mrs. Tench and a spot of kickboxing. They'll consult the programme. It's cost enough.
Yes, it is. And there he is.
Don't wave. It's a capital offence. What do you think of the opposition?
A couple of rangy outsiders, one or two whingers. You'll hop it. How are you feeling?
I need the toilet.
The lavatory is just past the finishing line, so jump there as fast as you can. Any last-minute advice?
Keep your head up. Go for the finishing line. Don't look behind you. And loosen up.
Thank you, Mr. Prentice. I think we can manage.
Weeks of training. Pulverise them.
Winning is not the main aim.
You told them that?
We encourage the children to enjoy the experience of taking part. Aggressive competition is unhealthy.
That's put you in your place.
Are we all sorted out? Right then. Now turn to the person next to you and smile. Good. Now, ready, steady, enjoy.
Come on, Jake, come on! Oh, whips, you can beat them. They're coming up behind you, don't look back!
Come on, Jake! I'll buy you ice cream if you win!
Strawberry cornetto.
Jake, get up!
Ice cream? What a stupid thing to say. It was almost home and dry.
You were shouting as well. How did I know he'd stop for that?
Defeat snatched from the jaws of victory.
Oh, for heaven's sake, it's only the sack race.
Today the sack race, tomorrow the...
Three-legged relay. I'm never going to get detention.
I forgot my door key. Because you made me wash up.
Oh, my fault, of course. I knew it would be my fault.
Please, I'd rather people didn't think we were together.
Suits me.
You're being completely embarrassing.
Oh, good.
So can I have the...
Shush, the result of the sack race.
Get a life.
I had a life till you moved in.
I'm going to say hello to Vanda.
Oh, peace and love.
To age.
And the surprising winner of the sack race is Quentin Boland. A little round of applause for young Quentin, I think.
Woo! Fair! Whinging little mummy's boy, wasn't he?
Not exactly the stuff of champions.
And we are very pleased to see his mother, Mrs. Boland, up and about again after her recent indisposition.
She's been very depressed. She's just begun to turn the corner, which is nice. I wonder what brought that on. I'm Matthew's mum, by the way. We've met outside the school gates. Annie.
Ah, well, I'm Andrew. This is my wife, Maggie.
You must bring Matthew round to tea one day.
Oh, Matthew's dying to come to your house. Jake told him he lives in a dungeon and gets chained up at night.
Yes. Aren't they amusing?
I want my ice cream, please.
You didn't win.
I nearly did. You put me off.
Yes, you did put him off, Maggie.
You gave up.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
All right. Bring me the change.
You entering the father's race?
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, you look pretty fit.
No tennis injury.
They're making the fathers run backwards this year. They got so competitive last year that two of the dads wore spiked running shoes.
You going for the mum's race?
Well, I wouldn't bother, but Matthew likes me to do it. I won last year, you see. Matthew went round saying, "My mum's faster than your mum." It's nice when they're proud of you, isn't it?
Must be.
You entered, Maggie?
Oh, no, I think we'll leave that to you youngsters. Certainly don't want to have a casualty, having overdone it. Do I, Maggie? Well, good luck, then.
I need more than luck. I've been up all night with Sarah teething. I feel about 50.
Cup of tea?
And a shawl for my shoulders.
Now it's time for all those fitting young mums to show us how it's done. No time to powder your nose, ladies. Entrance to Miss Cooey at the starting line.
Hold this. Late entrant.
Are you on medication?
No.
Hello, I'm Maggie. Eat my dust.
Enjoy.
Oh, thank you, although I prefer champagne.
What do you think you're doing?
I won. Did you see me? I won. Where are the children? Did they see me?
Yes, I think they saw you.
It's father's race next, so time for all our...
Never expected to be carried home shoulder high.
Oh, I've got to think about back.
You missed the ceremony.
Fortunately.
You want to hold it?
No, thanks.
Yes, be careful you don't break that, Jay.
says mother's race.
And you're a grandmother.
Yes, I mentioned that in my speech.
You're what?
I just said a few words.
You didn't, did you?
Well, all I said was how good it felt to beat everybody, especially when most of them were half my age, and that they must be feeling terrible, but tough. It's a jungle out there.
And there were hardly any boos, considering.
Didn't say who she was with, did she?
Yes, certainly did. You all got a mention.
Can I change schools?
What time is it?
About 2 minutes after the last time you asked me. It's rather tawdry for such a spectacular victory, don't you think?
I suppose I'll have to cancel my subscription to these, although it is about the only pleasure I have left.
Thanks very much. They didn't say so, but, I think they're secretly rather proud of me.
Oh, I'm sure they are. He's late.
No, he isn't. Try thinking of something else. Tom and Liz are getting on a lot better.
Oh, goody. I can't go through with it.
It is a far, far better thing you do.
No, it isn't.
Well, you're doing it anyway.
It's raining, you know. I hope he remembers to chamois it down, or the paintwork will rust.
Come and sit down and have a drink. I bought a decent bottle of red to cheer you up. She will be fine.
Yes, only a car, isn't it?
It's a very special car to you, I know.
I just wanted to drive it down through France one more time. Long straight roads, poplar tree.
It's yet another dream shattered. We should be getting used to it by now.
Still, there are compensations. I managed to get enough for her to make sure that Tom's properly paid, settle these bills, and put a little aside for that bottomless pit labelled grandchildren.
You've got some spare money.
Not spare. There's no such thing as spare money. It's just a little bit extra for a rainy day.
It's been pouring on us for months. We need a holiday.
Well, that may be
Now
so.
we can afford us. Oh, what was the name of that lovely chateau we stayed in a few years ago in Brittany?
Maggie.
Where's my French file? With all the lists of hotels and restaurants.
I thought you threw it on the fire when we decided we couldn't retire there.
Oh, of course I didn't. Oh, do you remember the Chateau d'Agneau in Normandy?
Our chateau days are over. It's too expensive.
Okay, not a chateau, but we could afford a nice farmhouse with plenty of room so they can get lost. A pension?
How about a tent?